How's it going? So this video is going to take place after I post the coilover video, the front coilovers. And I think in that video I said that I wasn't going to get camber plates for a long time, and here we are. So I found these on eBay actually for 140 shipped. I did one side, and since there's no instruction at all, and there's not really anything I can find online, we're just gonna see if I did it right. I made a forum post looking for info, but this is really the only way that this is the only way that they actually go together. But if I do find out that there's something I did wrong or something I can change, I will update that in this video before I post it probably. So we'll find out between now and then. A couple of other things have changed, and I'll show you what's up. It isn't. I just wanted to do one off camera so that I didn't look like a total dumbass. As you can see, like, these are all cracked and everything's whacked there. I put up this little like tarp because it's so hot in Florida. It's unbelievable. I started sanding everything, prepping for paint. The wheel tail needs to be repaired. There's some cracks along the edges. There's a bigger one over there. The rear bumper needs some repairs. That front plate is good. Headlight covers are good. Hood, this needs to be fixed. Everything else over there, all that stuff, you'll see that in other videos that I still need to post. These are pretty much done, or as done as I'm going to get them. This car is going to be like a real 10-footer, no doubt. So you saw those, the T3 weld-on coils. So I have it as negative as it can go. I haven't put it on the ground yet because I'm going to wait and do them both at the same time. I got to tighten these down though before I put everything down. So let's do that side. You really don't need that many tools. This is all it came with. It came with these two, this like spacer and this nut. And what I had thought was that this was going to go underneath like that, and I'm pretty sure that it does. I'm pretty sure this is how it's supposed to go, but I'll show you why I can't put it like that. And another thing is, if I don't put it like that, if I don't put it like this, which is another reason why I think that it might have to go this way, this nut won't thread all the way down because you run out of threads on the strut. So we'll get to that in a second. Let's start taking this thing apart, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm really coming up. I found my tripod, so that's fucking sick. I can't see whatever's going on down here. But there's only a couple things that you need. A 13 mil, I have it on the gun, and then channel locks to keep, with a towel, to keep the strut from spinning. So I put it right on here, and then I clamp it. So I'll do that right now. And then it's a 22 millimeter bolt on top. It would help if I held the vice grip while I did this, so that it doesn't fling around and break everything. Now the easier thing to do, which is not what I'm doing, is to take the whole thing out, but I'm lazy. So I'm not going to do that. It's nasty. It's not a good sign. Cool. So I can't see any of what the camera's seeing, so hopefully it's at a good angle, and hopefully it's in focus. So now what I like to do is take the vice grip off, put everything out of the way, push everything down, hold it down, and then slip the top hat off, and kind of just let it fall out of the way, and then take the washers off of there, So here's the old top hat. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. It's got a bearing in there that's still pretty good. And a handful of washers that I don't think you need to reuse. But now that I'm talking about it out loud, I wonder if I should have put one of the washers back on. Because if you look on this side, which is what I was saying I wanted to redo, that spacer, the spacer did not go down into there. And you can see down there, I feel like the top hat is just gonna sit up against there like that, and it'll be fine. All right, I'll check in when it's on the ground. All right, so this is like a month later. I'm just gonna put this in right here just to give an explanation of it. Where you see right now what I'm showing, I'm just going to insert this right in the middle of the clip. Where you see the camber plate sitting at the top of the strut insert, where it's slid all the way down, and I was just showing you how the camber or the spring top hat is going to go up to the bottom of that. That's where the spacer goes. Now on the stock shock inserts, that diameter where the camber plate is currently sitting is too big around, so that needs to be filed down. So yeah, nice and slow. So, I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, but there is a tiny bit of camber. Not that much. But it will probably do for what I needed. And it was, I wanted a little bit of camber up front. To kind of move this lip of the wheel in more, because the fender stock was in just a tiny bit. Fucking lighting is off. These wheels are so cool. Yeah, so I'll probably throw the fender on and we'll see if it fixed what I wanted it to fix. All right, so it's a lot hotter and it's a lot later than when I had finished the video before. My theory was correct about how these are supposed to go. Let me show you. Just to get the spacer piece that goes into the bearing, I had to do lots of filing to this. I hit it with an angle grinder mostly, and then I filed everything smooth. And now this sits down in there like that, and everything looks as I thought it should from the get-go. So this is supposed to be able to move freely like that without the strut moving. That's on there like that. So now I get to do the other side. But I'm just going to put this in because I think you kind of get the idea as to how this is supposed to all go together. So I'm going to just put this in the video. You get, this is the strut insert. I took it out just because it would be easier to work on it out of the car. Here you go. This is how it all goes together and everything, so you can see. I'm just going to shorten this video way down to here. I'm going to probably stop what I was recording halfway through earlier and just cut it to here. So this is how they go together. You get how camber, the camber plates work most likely. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Or the best way to get in touch with me is through Instagram, which I will put in the description. So if you want to DM me on Instagram, that's going to be the easiest way to get in touch with me. So good talk. See you later.